The last time I applied for a Citi credit card and got approved, that was like 7 years ago. So even though I have great credit, I wanted to apply for a Citi credit card once again, and I wanted to really do things methodically. So thank God I was approved, and I wanted to really kind of share my story. I started like applying for a city. I wanted to apply for a Citi credit card before COVID, and COVID hit, and stuff happened. The rest is history. So I did not had the courage. I did not have the courage to actually apply for a Citi credit card back then, like 3 years ago. And so 9 months ago, I actually had the courage again to review the whole process. So what I did was, I actually followed a three-step plan. So the first thing I did was I sought pre-qualification. I said to myself, you know what? If I'm going to apply for a Citi credit card and I wanted to have a massive approval, I'm not going to do things randomly. No, I'm going to do things like, from a very scientific point of view to actually increase my odds of approval. This what anything I do in life, I like to plan things because I want to have a program, like some kind of program success, right? And that's what I had in this case. So what I did was I sought pre-qualification first, and I kind of looked at. I wanted to to pre-qualify through the mobile app, the Citi mobile app, and I wasn't lucky. So I wasn't getting any pre-qual offers from that conduit. So I said to myself, I'm gonna go online. And so at the same time, I was actually checking my mail. I was actually, and I told my wife to check the mail if we ever got some pre-qualification from Citibank, because I had already gone to the branch and told them that I wanted to have a pre-qualification credit card offer from them because I had updated my income. I had told them that I had direct deposit because I have a business, but I had also I was getting my direct deposit from my business into my Citi checking account, and I told him I wanted to have a prequal. So I was checking my mail. I was doing everything online, but I finally went online, and I went online and just I pre-qualified there. So that was kind of cool. I was very happy because I went through the whole thing, and I got a nice deal. But so I wanted to now qualify. So after pre-qualification, now you have to qualify. Now, to qualify for a Citi credit card, there are a few things you need to pay attention to. See, if you are a current customer, just go through your dashboard and apply there. Not a problem at all. But if you're not a customer, you can actually go to a branch. You can be on the phone, like you can call 1-888-201-4523 or 1-800-325-2865 and apply over the phone. Not a problem at all. And Citi's kind of how do I say that? They're really flexible. Okay, some lenders, some credit card issuers, they want you to have an account with them. Citi's kind of fine with that. Now, Citi wants you to have an account with them if you want to apply for a personal loan, where the maximum limit is $30,000. But for the credit card, they're kind of flexible too. So that was my game plan. So the first thing was I sought pre-qualification. I tried to qualify. The third thing I did was, and that was a pretty interesting. I was kind of excited. Like I actually found my Citi card, and it wasn't that easy. Even though I was excited, it took a long time though because everybody thinks that Citi credit cards are kind of easy to understand. Citi has a constellation of credit cards. It was kind of crazy. So, everybody thinks Chase is the number one in terms of credit card issuers. Yeah, that's true. But Citi also has a great place, a great position when it comes to the credit cards it has. So, if you are thinking about getting a Citi credit card, make sure that you are clear about the kind of card you want, because Citi has, as I said, they have a constellation of credit cards. And if you have no idea about the card you want, your ass will be denied because you will be applying for a credit card which you should not be applying for in the first place. So, you want to have a compatibility between your credit score, your financial situation, and the credit cards requirements. And also, I'm not even talking about your lifestyle patterns, right? If you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a credit, like you want to have a cashback credit card versus you want to have a balance transfer credit card, or you want to have a travel rewards credit card. You want to make sure the card that you are choosing in the end from Citi is in synergy with your lifestyle pattern. So let's quickly go through the Citi credit cards here. When you think about Citi credit cards, for rewards, you have the Citi Rewards Plus credit card, right? You have the Citi Premier credit card. You have the Citi Advantage Platinum Select World Elite MasterCard credit card. You also have the Costco Anywhere Visa credit card by Citi. You also have the Citi Custom Cash card. You have also the Citi Double Cash credit card. You also have you have the Citi Advantage Executive World Elite MasterCard. You also have the American Airlines Advantage Mile Up MasterCard credit card. So the point I'm trying to, and you also have the AT&T Point Plus card from Citi. You also have the Citi Business Advantage Platinum Select MasterCard. the point I'm trying to make is that when it comes to Citi, you got to be really clear. If you're looking for rewards, you have a constellation of credit cards to look to actually look for. Okay, and so make sure that you choose a card in the rewards category. You choose the card that really works for you. The best way to do this is to go on Citi's website and actually filter. You want to filter by the category you want. If you want to have, let's say you want to have a travel credit cards, filter by travel. You will see the cards that are available for on the travel. Same thing for, so I was talking about rewards, not travel. Now I want to talk to you about travel. So the first one was rewards. Now, if you are interested in travel credit cards from Citi, you want to really avail yourself of cards such as you want to have the Citi Advantage Platinum Select World Elite Mastercard. You want to have the American Airlines Advantage Mile Up Mastercard credit card. You want to really maybe think about the Citi Advantage Executive World Elite Mastercard. You want to think about the Citi Business Advantage Platinum Select Mastercard. You want to have so you have the Citi Premier credit card. That's kind of cool too. So you can see that when it comes to travel, you have a limited number of credit cards versus for rewards, right? But this is kind of cool too because see, you're not going to travel 24/7. I mean, you have a life to live also. So you want to make sure that your card, your travel credit card, is in sync, is in harmony, is in harmony with your lifestyle. Not only from a financial perspective, but also from a lifestyle perspective. Are you married? Are you single? So because if you are going to travel by yourself versus travel with family, you have a whole constellation of a requirement. So this is the kind of analysis I want you to really think about, that I want you to have as you're trying to think about which Citi credit card to apply for. Okay, and are you interested in 0% intro APR credit cards? If yes, then you have to consider, for instance, the Citi Diamond Preferred credit card. You have to think about maybe the Citi Simplicity credit card. You have to think about the Citi Rewards credit card. So you do, again, here we have a constellation of accounts to think about. So those are things you want to constantly think about. Now, not because you want to make a choice automatically, but you have to think. It's like you go to let's say you go to a supermarket, and you have so many products under the same category. You look at you kind of look at an aisle. You have so many products. If you don't know what you want, you will be spending a lot of time there and be frustrated at the end. That's the thing with Citi credit cards. There are so many. So if you don't have a clear idea, that's why you want to use the filter that I told. There was a filter feature on Citi.com. In the credit card on the credit card page, so you can filter and narrow down and zero in on the specific credit card that will work for you, right? And you want to make sure you choose the right credit card, because otherwise, listen again, you'll be denied, unfortunately, or you get a card with a lower limit and you will not enjoy it. And one thing I was also thinking about, I was like, do I want a balance transfer credit card from Citi? If I want a balance transfer credit card, I know that there are options. For instance, I thought about the Citi Custom Cash Card. I thought about the Citi Double Cash Credit Card. I thought about the Citi Diamond Preferred Credit Card. I thought about maybe the Citi Simplicity Credit Card. I also thought about maybe I wanted to avail myself of the Citi Rewards Credit Card, and especially because as we have children, my wife and I, we will love to earn 2x points at supermarkets and gas stations for the first like 6,000 per year. That really sounded really interesting for us. But I was like, okay, let me think first, because I don't want to make a swift decisions here. It's one of those things when it comes to Citi, I want to take my time and really do and really analyze deeply, go granular, so to speak, to know exactly what I'm getting. And so I also explored cashback credit cards from Citi. So I explored cards such as the Citi Double Cash Credit Card. I explored cards such as the Costco Anywhere Visa Credit Card by Citi. I explored also the Costco Anywhere Visa Business, the Costco Anywhere, the business version of it, and also the individual version of it. And so it was really important for me to make sure that I was okay with the kind of car that I wanted. So I took the time. It took me about 2 months. You would not believe it, but it took that long, because every day I would come back. I come back from home from the office, and I'll take like a few hours, like 1 or 2 hours, to really drill down on the car that I really needed. Because see, I'm not the type of person to change credit cards all the time. So I said, you know what? If I get a Citi credit card, and Citi being a major credit card issuer, if I get a Citi credit card, I want to use that card for a long, long time. And I said to myself, I'm going to take the time that is needed to get the card that I wanted. So I actually created an Excel spreadsheet where I had all the cards, all the cards by category: cash back, okay, balance transfer, 0% intro APR, travel, and rewards. So that was kind of cool that I had a list that was pretty clear as to what kind of card I wanted. So just kind of give you a kind of synopsis. Under the rewards category, I had Citi Rewards, Citi Premier, Citi Advantage Platinum Select, Costco Anywhere Visa. I had the Citi Custom Cash. I had the Citi Advantage Executive World Elite MasterCard. I had the American Airlines Advantage Mile Up MasterCard. I had the AT&T Point Plus. I had the Citi Business, and that's for rewards. For travel, I had the Citi Advantage. I had American Airlines, Citi Advantage, Citi Business. I had the Citi Premier credit card. And for 0% intro APR, I had the Citi Diamond Preferred. I had the Citi Custom Cash. I had the Citi Simplicity. I had the Citi Rewards. And for balance transfer, I had the Citi Custom Cash. I had the Citi Double Cash. I had the Citi Diamond Preferred credit card. The Citi Simplicity. I had the Citi Rewards Plus. And for cashback, I had the Citi Custom Cash. I had the Costco Anywhere, the business and the individual versions. I had the Citi Double Cash card. So basically at the end, I was so educated. I knew exactly what I wanted because I said to myself, this is what I want. And then that's when I started applying for a credit card. So it took me about 2 months, as I said, to actually to zero in on a specific credit card. But once I did, I was glad. Oh, I was glad I did because I knew exactly what I wanted to, how to apply. So what I did was I actually basically checked my credit score. So that was like, I routinely check my credit score anyway. I don't wait for a credit card application for like a Citi credit card application to check my credit score. For me, checking my credit score is like a breathing air, breathing oxygen. I check this every single day or every other day, whatever. Some people would like to do it on a quarterly basis. Some people do it on a monthly basis. In my case, I don't care. For me, checking my credit score is like checking the stock market. I just want to know if it's up or down. And I'm okay if it's down, I'm okay with that because I've been in this game for a long time, and I know sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, so I'm okay with that, right? So I checked my credit score, and it was cool. I was in the upper 700s, and I was like, okay, now let me decide which credit card I should apply for. So I had a conversation with my wife. We sat down. We said, do we want rewards credit card? Do we want cashback credit card? Do we want 0% intro APR? Do we want to apply for one credit card? Do we want to go for two credit cards? What do we want, right? So we actually were thinking about the best strategy for us in terms of the situation we're currently in right now. It wasn't that easy though. You might be thinking, well, this is straightforward. You just decide. No. It's that because see, sometimes you can think, okay, I have a credit card that I would like to transfer. I'd like to really consolidate. Or I have personal loans I want to consolidate. But then one thing you don't think about is that if you consolidate that personal loan, you'll be paying balance transfer fees. And you'll be actually, there will be some changes on your credit report. And this could affect negatively or positively your credit score. A lot of folks don't think that deep. People just think about, I want to transfer balances because, lender A is charging me 16% and lender B says, he's or she's going to charge me 12%. So the delta, 16 to 12%, I'm just making a decision based on that. But they are probably forgetting that you have to think about the balance transfer fee. So when you think about the 3% balance transfer fee, when you add that to other, there are other elements you have to pay attention to. You probably coming out of that deal, like I would say a loser, right? So we thought about this. So like my wife and I, we just sat down. We said, you know what? We wanted to do it this way in terms of we wanted to go for a travel rewards credit card because the kids are growing up and we might be taking some vacation here and there. So we actually ended up choosing the travel rewards credit card. And the thing was that it was a lot easier once you chose a credit card to actually go after it really fast, And so we chose the Citi Rewards credit card. That's what we chose. So once you choose a credit card, and once we chose a credit card, we thought, okay, can we actually seek pre-approval for the card? Because having a credit card, that's kind of cool. I mean, you have the name, but now you have to really apply, right? But you don't apply right away. You really want to see if you can pre-qualify, if you can be pre-approved for the card. And so that's what we did. So what I did was I went back to that page because Citi has the good thing about Citi is that Citi has a permanent link that actually allows you to see if you can pre-qualify for a credit card. And that link is really a lifesaver because no longer like the days where I had to sit around and just being frustrated that Citi's not remembering me, they're not sending me anything in the mail, a snail mail, and I would go to the branch and really talk to a customer service rep and kind of sort of complain about my situation being rosy, financially speaking, but Citi is not really looking at it. Nowadays, you have a permanent link. You go to that page and you just see if you just enter your data and you can see if you pre-qualify. So what I did was I did that, exactly that. I actually went to that link and I just pre-applied or I sought pre-approval, and lo and behold, things were kind of cool. I mean, I was lucky. I was pre-approved. Citi gave me a couple of options in terms of the credit cards they had. And good thing is the credit card that we wanted, that my wife and I wanted, we had that in the list. So I just clicked right away on that, and I just did a little bit of further research in terms of the requirements that I needed to fulfill to actually apply for the card and actually be approved. Right, things like financial documentation. So proof of income. I mean, we've been with Citi for a while, so we know how they roll anyway. They'll ask you for pay stubs. They'll ask you for tax returns. They'll ask you. So the more, the better. So with Citi, the more data you provide, the better, because they just love granularity. They love granularity. So if you're a business owner like me right now, and even if you're applying for a Citi credit card, it doesn't hurt to add your business data. That's what I did. I mean, I added my personal tax return, my joint returns with my wife, and the 1040, our joint 1040. But I also added my 1065 because I have an LLC, and so the 1065 that we filed, as well as the Schedule K one and the Schedule C information that I extracted from that 1065 onto my 1040. So I showed that. I actually showed my company's financial statements. I mean, we have like this was very easy. We have QuickBooks, so that was like just go and just hit the print button, and that's it. You have your financial statements, right? So that was really easy. So in terms of, so Citi will ask you for ID verification, proof of age. I mean, I didn't have to do anything in that department, but it was kind of easy, and it was relatively easy compared to what people usually say. Like I have a lot of friends back in the day. Like I used to have a lot of friends in Portland, Oregon, because I lived there for a while, and my friends, they're all like they're very, very sophisticated, quote unquote sophisticated people. They know a lot about finance and personal credit and business credit. They always thought that the Citi was kind of complicated to get approved for when it came to credit cards, and I said no, Citi is relatively easy, and so if you know how to play the game, of course, and so once I applied for the card that I had chosen, I got approved. I got approved because I knew I was going to be approved anyway, because I had done the study, right? I had done the research. It's not a matter of randomness here. No, we're talking about scientific application of a credit card, so you really know what you can expect the outcome of the process before you even apply. So for me, that was really cool. And one thing I also did was I actually started paying attention to. So after I got approved, they said, well, do you want to get like the card right away, or do you want to wait? I said, you know what? I have all the time that I wanted. I could wait. This is not a problem. If you want to set the card like within 7 days or within 10 days, that's fine too. Because I'm not going anywhere. I mean, we hadn't planned our next vacation until 6 months or 5 months from now. So I was okay. I was like, I'm not gonna use the money anyway. So the thing is that once you get the card, make sure that you understand the terms of the credit, like on your credit card application. A lot of people don't do that because you're so happy, you're so ecstatic, you got the card. I mean, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna read everything. I read everything, by the way, and I said I want to understand everything, and so that's kind of cool. And the thing is that the process was very easy. And when it comes to Citi, you can apply through several channels. I just want you to remember that. You can also apply and pre-apply through several channels. For example, when it comes to application itself, you can apply online, via the telephone, you can apply in person, you can apply via the mobile app. And so for the pre-qual, you can do the same thing via the same channels, not a problem at all. So it is totally safe. I mean, Citi is a biggie, so it's not like something was going to happen. But if your application is ever like something's going to happen in the sense that your data will be stolen or tampered with, okay. But if your application is ever denied, make sure that you contact Citi. You can actually, they'll send you a letter telling you why, and you can actually reconsider. You can ask Citi to reconsider Yeah, so there is a reconsideration line that you can apply. You can actually contact. And if they deny you once again, just go back to the drawing board and try to beef up your credit before reapplying.